Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thank you very much. Jaren Jackson Jr. is continuing in his father's NBA footsteps. Asked about that influence, Jaren said, just his heart for the game and tenacity. You have to be able to shoot and play defense because you don't want to be a liability. At the end of the day, my dad did all of that, and he won a ring. Kevin Jaren Jr. wants that last part, too.
I can see why, DA, and I think he's well on his way. Thank you for that one. And, Greg, the outcome tonight could come down to the big men up front.
And versatility will be a key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it and stretch the floor, I think will be the ones that end up on top.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Front court filled in by Green at 3 and Harris at the 4. MP is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Embiid in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Memphis, Adams at center with Jackson next to him. DeAnthony Melton out there with John Morant, and it's Brooks in at the 3. So Memphis will get the first possession. Morant with it. He feeds it to Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
This is what I like about John Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there, finds the open man. Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Morant against MP. Shot from 12. And that one hits back iron. To the paint, here's Harris. It's hauled in by Adams. Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Warriors.
And the intensity Steven Adams brings onto the court with him is obvious. He doesn't let the game come to him. He wants to dictate tempo.
And Greg, that's a quality that served him well. He had a lot to prove when he came into this league. He had to be assertive early on. That attitude has never left him. He still is an intimidator.
Now here's Adams after the miss from MP. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And the basket by Curry.
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
Morant scanning the floor. Here's Jackson. The shot comes out, and the 76ers go the other way with it. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
Yeah, and taking on an interconference foe, certainly not a rival. They're the better team, and they showed it, winning both matchups last season.
And here are the Grizzlies now. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. And that one's good. Morant.
It breaks down your defense when John Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
Embiid, the pass to MP. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Morant outside. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
And slam dunk by Harris.
The veteran presence of Danny Green, keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
MP against Morant. The 11-footer. And that one goes long.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
Melton with the ball. Now defended by Embiid. Inside, here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
You love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. John Morant's a reliable finisher.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
And one thing about John Morant that can get lost in all the highlights, he is truly a gifted playmaker. Great vision, and he manipulates defenses to create openings for his teammates.
Let's not forget, he led the nation in assists his sophomore season at Murray State. His court sense and feel for the game are advanced, especially for a player his age.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. .131 left to play here in the first. Jones, no luck.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
And there's the bucket from MP.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Now here's Jones. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. It's hauled in by Thibault.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
And it's Drummond missing.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Here's Anderson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
A high percentage look for Kyle. Has the size and length to be a factor inside.
It's Drummond, high post. Back to MP. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Just barely too late, and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Anderson passes to Clark. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this is a bad combination. If you're looking to get stops, that's not the way. So gifted. Drummond soars through the air, then
ends up going with the new group. Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies in their last game, a loss to the Rockets. And so, in the game for the 76ers, the stars of this team in the post, Harris and Embiid. Outside the wings are Curry and Green. And it's MP in at the 1 spot. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Offensive rebound. Morant dishes to Brooks. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Brooks has got 7 points.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
On the wing, Green. Brooks covering. Here's MP. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
Passes it to Jackson. Back to Melton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with a foul. And midway through the season, some players going above and beyond. Terrific performances. So, Steve, is the contract year boost a myth, or is it a real thing?
Kevin, it's a very real thing. A lot of players play much harder in a contract year.
The 76ers leading by 7. In the corner, it's Harris. Embiid inside. Adams on him. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And this is what makes Embiid so dangerous. He makes stretching the floor look effortless.
Pass to Adams. To the inside. Curry with the steal. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. MP trying to free himself up. And the basket by Curry. Curry's got the lead up to 11 now for Philadelphia. And here's Melton. He's coming off a 19-point game against Houston. Jackson has the open look. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Jackson's got his second basket of the night. Outside, Green. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Okay, responding to the three at the other end. Danny Green loves the gamesmanship.
Morant with it, picked up by Harris. Green with the block.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Morant passes to Jackson.
No, he already has a number of go-to moves. Jackson's able to keep the defenders guessing.
Grizzlies have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
For your Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson Jr. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
We've watched Jaren Jackson struggle with early career injuries, but despite the setbacks, he's continued to grow and become a stronger player.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
The pass to Milton. Back to MP. Here's Drummond. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Drummond's got his second bucket of the game to go. Here's Morant. Here's Anderson. And so we wrap up the first half. 76ers on top. They lead by 13. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Ja Morant, he's out there with the Anthony Melton. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. Now here's Melton. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Here's Adams. Lays it up and banks it in.
You gotta bring more than that to stop Steven Adams. Using that strength to fight through contact.
Curry on the wing. Harris outside. At the top of the key, Embiid. 5 to shoot. Here's Curry, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Morant passes to Melton. Now Brooks. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. And along with terrific production, Harris is an interesting team leader, very positive in his approach. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Some changes for Memphis. Tillman comes in for Jaren Jackson, and Jones subbed in for Morant. Korkmaz, he's jacked in for the 76ers. Maxey comes in for Seth Curry. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up. this lead.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And Greg, Harris has grown more vocal as his comfort level on the team has risen.
And Kevin, he's always had it in him. Now that he's a veteran, he's earned the right. He always seems to bring the guys together.
Now here's Brooks. He has 7. Shot from 12.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Pass to Harris. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 4 assists now tonight. Jones against MP. Jones. Here's Adams. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The 76ers leading by 17. To the middle. Korkmaz passes to Harris. Tillman grabs the miss. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Pass to Tillman. Lays it up off the glass.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
And the 76ers call time here. And you look at the 2021 draft class, just some unbelievable talent at the top.
I mean, Cade Cunningham, for me, probably is the consensus best player. But, man, you got guys like Suggs and Green and Kuminga with that rare athleticism. And how about Mobley? He really defines what a modern-day big is supposed to be. I mean, what more could you want?
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Clark, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Anderson comes in for Brooks. And it's Bane in for DeAnthony Melton. Then for the 76ers, Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Simmons comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Shake Milton in for MP. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
And they're beginning to just...
The Grizzlies. Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Harris comes in for Shake Milton. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And MP subbed in for Maxey. And so in the game for the 76ers, down on the block, it's Harris and Embiid. Simmons is out there with MP. And it's Curry in at the small forward. And so here is Philadelphia. The Grizzlies making the shot.
That's the length of Adams, but also the good instincts defensively.
The drive by MP. And MP throws it down.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Morant. That shot missing. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
MP, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Here's Melton. Pass to Jackson. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And there's the pass to MP. Embiid trying to break loose. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Curry.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Here's Morant. And the rejection by MP. Curry kicks to Simmons. Kicks it out to MP. Back to Simmons. And Curry has it in the corner. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Just 5 on the clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and that one good. And that's now 18 points for MP.
And once you get the height advantage from there, no need to mess around.
With the teardrop, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And coming out of high school, Ja Morant said he was a no-star recruit. One reason he may have been overlooked was his small-town upbringing, growing up in Dalzell, South Carolina.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Morant. And even though he played on an AAU team with Zion Williamson, scouts, Greg, were looking right past Ja Morant.
And didn't get a lot of offers at first. After 2 years at Murray State, he joined Steph Curry and Damian Lillard as another star point guard out of a mid-major program. And to this day, he carries that underdog chip on his shoulders.
Both free throws good from Morant.
In most NBA drafts, Ja Morant would have gone #1 overall, but not in a draft with Zion, at least not at the time.
Count that one.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge league with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
Here is Brooks after the made shot from Joel Embiid.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Embiid, the pass to MP. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Now here's Morant. And the rejection by Embiid.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
And so it's Memphis with it. It's a 16-point game. 4 on the clock. Here's Adams.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the 76ers.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
Woo, he put on a clinic tonight. Terrific vision, sees the whole floor, and he hits guys in their spots with pinpoint dimes.
And he makes the first. And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it, but at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively.
Now, here's Dunn. Williams kicks to Dunn. Pass to Konchar. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
Coming onto the floor for the 76ers.
Clock at 2. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Here's Springer. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Korkmaz kicks to Milton. There's the three. It's good from long range. And the 76ers lead by 19.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his third foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith.